Okay, pile 2, the crystal dragon with the heart. Welcome to the reading. Thank you for joining me here. And let's see. So we've picked cards for each of the astrological months, and starting with now, we're in Leo season. I'm doing this at the turn of the Aquarius Full Moon, bridging the heart and the Aquarius is like disperses the energy as they bridge each other. So Aquarius is more thinking about giving back to everything. Leo puts out the heart, and Aquarius, actually, rules the cardiovascular system. So bringing it everywhere and bringing it back, circling it back to the heart as well. I love this little dragon. It's one of my favorite little objects I have found. So let's see if you're reading. We're going to start with Leo season and go through till Scorpio. It doesn't mean that each card is for each particular season. Like, this is a reading overall, but you can use it like that and see how this unfolds for you. I'd love to hear about how it goes. I think I've chose my pile, so I'll be staying in touch as well with these. So let's get into it. So the Leo card you got is Protect the Wild and Green. So how about that with the dragon? So this deck, this pile, this group seems like the warriors. Very exciting. The activists, perhaps, the warriors. So fantastic. The Protect the Wild and Green. She's also feminine. Got the sword, probably of truth. Got a lot of communication happening now with the grand air trine with Mars in Libra. So as far as, bringing out the truth, amazing truth that would be for the good, to benefit what is good and true and beautiful, and that's what's happening now. There's actually a kite, because with the Saturn and Neptune and Aries, you have the Mars in Libra, which is new, the Uranus in Gemini, and Pluto in Aquarius. That's a grand manifesting air trine. And then those outer planets are going to be going back into and finishing up the last signs. Not Pluto. Pluto is for Aquarius for good, but Uranus is going to go back into Taurus, and Saturn and Neptune, which really really bringing us into the folds of everything and really uniting us in this whole new era of bringing the new energies, which I think are very, talking about when is the Aquarius age. There's many indications that it is starting, given the human design grand mutation of 2027. And so there's not just that Pluto is in Aquarius. There's a 26,000 great year, and it does look like we are restarting that with the visions, of the harmonic convergence in 2012. So that's some information for you. Maybe that's what you're interested in, that kind of information. Maybe that's what you're using, and that can somehow even protect the nature and the animals and the wild and green, keeping spaces free from, destruction and like the mess, like the nonsense. So this makes me think of keeping things pure. Okay, we're moving on to the Virgo card. Oh, and that was from the Messenger Oracle, and this is from the Magical Hours Tarot. This is the King of Pentacles. So you're someone with leadership. You have direct ties to leadership. You are able to deal with this. Again, this feels like bringing truth to power. You realizing you have the power. This is you being in control of your own life and your own world, and being, again, look at this. These two figures are somehow meeting this King of Pentacles. So there are different figures and different roles, but the King of Pentacles is listening. He's got a flower. So this King of Pentacles seems like he's a bull. He's willing to protect the wild and green. With Uranus headed back into Taurus, maybe the powers that be will be brought to their knees somehow. The shining, there is light coming through the darkness, and the flower he's holding. So this looks very positive for the changes. This is very exciting for these. Look at these figures that are bringing and are talking to this king. They are very feminine. It's like he's listening to the divine feminine, almost like he's forced to, or maybe he's lost everything and the light is showing him the way. Okay, for the Libra, this is the Lover's deck, and you got the Lover's card. So this is related to Gemini, and for Libra season, after this kind of action has happened, now there's this uniting, you could say uniting of divine feminine and masculine. You've got the Cupid, you've got let's see, the Garden of Eden is very fruitful. This is very magical for what this says this will bring. This would be, I'm trying to think if there's anything particular about this card. And sorry, I'm talking to my dog here. Interesting, my dog was just coming up here for the first time. But, so, I don't know, I'm going to come back to this. Okay, the next card, final card, this would be the Scorpio for the Surrender deck in Scorpio season. Surrender your belief in scarcity or scarcity. Okay, I just paused it because my dog is really wanting attention. Maybe it's got to do with like the lovers, like just sharing love, giving attention to what is needed. Surrender your belief in scarcity, that there is more than enough, not only material things for healing the world, but for sharing love, right? And generosity. This is so mysterious in a way. It's, let's see. This is also about communication, right? If it's Gemini, but it's really just straight out like relationship. And that could be you realizing that the relationship is possible for you. There's more with relationship, perhaps with relationship. There's so much more when we unite. You know, this king could be offering more, maybe through a relationship with the king. There's so much there. So there's a lot to unfold in this reading. You're a very, very strong person. Thank you for the work you do. And I think that's it for now. Thank you for joining along. And I hope you like the reading. How about drop a flower or a sword and or a peach if you enjoyed this reading and are interested to see how it unfolds for you. And starry blessings.